In this video, I'm going to give you the best 5 negotiating tips when submitting offers to win deals for your clients. And if you stay to the end of this video, we're actually going to review a live call I made yesterday to secure a $940,000 offer for one of my clients. Hello and welcome back. If you're new to this channel, my name is Cameron Ure. I'm the owner of Real Estate Agent School, a real estate coach, a real estate agent. I help agents new, experienced, cold callers, door knockers, anyone that is looking to level up their business. And if you are wanting to get better at negotiating with agents, this is the video for you. Let's jump right into it with tip number 1 for how to be the best negotiator when submitting an offer. The first tip that I have for you is by calling before you show the home. If you call the real estate agent before you actually visit the property, 1, you're putting your best foot forward to 1, get to know the agent, make a friend, have a relaxed, calm, collected conversation, but most importantly, and do not forget this is when you need to ask what the seller's situation is and find out every possible detail about what they need in an offer. This is extremely important because a lot of agents don't do this. They just go show the property, they schedule through an online service, and they never talk to the agent, when communication is one of the biggest reasons I've been able to land deals before, because the agent has said, you were the only person that actually called me, instead of just emailing over an offer and saying, here you go, let us know what you think. This is why you have to call before the showing and ask what the seller's situation is. This then gives you an upper hand when talking to your clients, because you can say, hey, you know, I actually already pre-negotiated this deal for you. The seller is needing XYZ. If this is a property you like, I think we have it in the bag. This then sets you up with the agent, your client, and puts your best foot forward to have success when submitting an offer. Tip number 2 is almost exactly the same. It is to call the agent again. The reason you want to call right after the showing is because you are going to show interest immediately. Every single listing I have ever had, when somebody goes to see the property and doesn't call quickly thereafter, I know they are not that interested. You can tell if you're a listing agent that if somebody goes sees the property and calls immediately, this is somebody that will be submitting an offer most likely. The crazy thing is, this is a secret hack that you can use when calling the agent for the second time. You can ask, hey, what other interest are you getting in the property? Have you had some other showings or people reaching out? Don't get me wrong, a lot of agents can blow smoke. They can tell you whatever you want. If they're honest, dishonest, it doesn't really matter. But a lot of the times, if they say, yeah, we're getting showings, but nobody's verbally reached out or no offers in hand, that means you are off to the races and you are in a great spot to make an offer that is going to win for your clients. So the second time you call to follow up after the showing, you want to be asking questions around the offer. You want to be talking about the deadlines. You want to be talking about the features of the home. You want to be talking about your previous conversation of what the seller wanted and what the interest is in the property right now, so you can then go back to your clients, tell them what's going on, and help them structure an offer that's going to win right off the bat. Tip number 3 is when you are talking to the agent, you want to follow a very systematized structure of how you ask your questions. A lot of times real estate agents are going to call, they're just going to talk and talk and talk about how awesome their client is, how excited they are about the house, ask a few questions about the property, and then say, great, we're going to submit an offer, we'll be in touch. This is the wrong approach. Instead, you want to be asking direct questions about the actual offer that you're going to be submitting, and then you're going to stop talking. What this looks like is by saying, hey, if we were to submit an offer at X price, would this be a deal for you guys? This then forces the agent to respond. A lot of agents fold under this situation, don't know what to say, and don't know how to negotiate this properly. And so they give you information that they probably shouldn't be, because a lot of the times they don't know what to say and they divulge really what the seller's going to accept. By asking direct questions, this doesn't mean that you're giving up what your clients are going to be offering. Instead, you're pre-negotiating the deal before you actually submit the contract. So the way to do this is by going aggressive and just asking blunt, honest questions that are going to be a little bit aggressive compared to what you think your clients are willing to do, which then sets you up for success if the agent says, yeah, honestly, I think that would lock it up. Then you go back to your clients and say, hey, I think I can get you a phenomenal deal on this property. This is where we're at. This is, I think, what we should submit. From following this structure and asking direct questions about purchase price, earnest money, what needs to be submitted, what deadlines, what terms the offer needs to have, you can write up the perfect and most exact offer that then can be submitted with a very tight deadline. The deadline for acceptance is extremely important when submitting offers because you don't want to go with the normal, give us 24 or 48 hours and then we'll get back to you. Instead, you want to give people 12 hours max. This is crazy. A lot of agents don't follow this, but if you give really, really tight deadlines for a response and you give an offer that is exactly what the seller wants, there's no room for another person, another showing, another offer, so you will lock it up without competition. This saves your clients from multiple offer situations, saves you from having to go back and forth, and gets the deal done immediately. And finally, tip number 5, and honestly, I don't even think I said that was number 4. That was number 4, if you didn't catch that, by creating the deadline to be 12 hours. Tip number 4, apologies. Tip number 5 is assume success. When you're talking to the real estate agent on the other line right before you are submitting the offer, you want to be assuming success. But the last thing that you're going to do is right when you submit the offer, you're going to pick up the phone and call the agent again. This is the 4th time you will have called the agent regarding this one home. No agent talks to the agent or the listing agent on the other side of the transaction as much as I do. I reach out multiple times, I have multiple conversations, and honestly, I make a relationship with this agent because we both want to get a deal done. A lot of real estate agents don't see it this way. A lot of them are, I'm against you, you're against me, let's negotiate this out until we're going to war. Instead, what you want to focus on is both of you are trying to get paid by a closing. And so if you can try to come to an agreement on behalf of your client, that's a win-win for everybody. And so when you're talking to the agent, becoming friends, having this final conversation when the offer is submitted, you want to be assuming success. You want to be using language such as, great, I'm super excited to work with you. Great, this is going to be a smooth transaction as we figure it out along the way. These are type of things that are assuming the sale, assuming the seller is going to accept, and assuming the deal is already done. So if you agree with these 5 tips and have thought they are helpful, leave a comment below. Let me know what else you think I missed and what else would help in your negotiating calls right now. But this video is not over yet. We're about to dive into a live call I made yesterday to lock up a $940,000 house that was originally listed at $1.375 million. I'm about to hit play on this recording. Let's listen how this conversation goes and what key factors you can hear as I break down the call.
Hello, this is Jared.
Hey Jared, Cameron here, how's it going? During this first section, I explain who my client is, who the moving parts are. Obviously, I'm not going to share this side of things, but we'll dive into the next part of the call shortly. Yeah, so they're going to check out the house again tonight. I appreciate you confirming that showing for us. They're super excited about it. For me, I was just wondering, kind of fill me in on the property itself. It looks like it was listed for a while, and you guys just relisted it, and it seems like significantly lower, which is cool, but I just wanted to hear the backstory on it. So with this property, it was listed for a super long time and just came back onto the market with a lower price point. So I wanted to know exactly what was going on and what the situation was so I could get the best deal for my clients.
There's 2 people, the builder and the financial partner.
Okay.
Anyway, the financial partner paid me a visit. He said, Jared, what do we need to do to get this sold? And I just said, I'm trying, but if you look at the history, are you an agent or are you the what?
Yeah, I'm a real estate agent.
You're an agent as well. Okay.
Yep.
So if you pull the history, you saw we started at $1,375,000.
Yep.
And I told the builder when we listed it at that, I said, that was last October.
Mm-hmm.
I said, Paul, we the last one we sold, and if you pull April of 2022, you'll see one that was similar. It sold for $1,250,000. I said that was at the peak in April of 2022. Now we're not there anymore. I said we need to be below that. Well, that's what I need to try and get. And I said okay. So we tried, and then you can see we just inched it down.
Yep.
Instead of listing it to the right. So anyway, the financial partner comes and pays me a visit. He said, "What do we need to do to get it sold?"
So in this section of the call, I'm talking to the listing agent about what is needed for this house to move. It sounds like it's not selling. It sounds like something's wrong with it. And so I'm trying to determine what the situation is, because this home is getting showings. This home is actually really active. And you'll find out later that just today, the seller got 2 showings on this home with 2 interested parties that we were now competing against. Well, let me ask you this then. With that being said, it seems like you have an open house this weekend. What type of offer would it take to lock it up, call it a day, and move on?
Write an acceptable offer. I'll get it in front of them. We'll see what they say.
So this agent's response is experienced. It's phenomenal that he responded this way, and he's well trained. For those agents that are wondering how to respond when an agent asks you what type of offer to submit, the best way to respond is just say, hey, well, we're just looking the best and strongest offer. Get us something over and I'll present it to the seller. This gives me, in this situation, the buyer's agent, literally nothing to work with. They don't inch, they don't tell you more information, they don't give you more information, and it gets more and more challenging to get that out of them. So listen to what I do next. No, I totally get that. I think the main reason I'm wanting your feedback is, one, just to get the deal done for you guys, because I know our clients really love the house, and we just don't want to do that like back and forth. It upsets somebody, or we just are going back and forth on terms when we can just write the right offer right out the bat. I think the biggest thing for our client is dealing with the interest rate right now. And so we're hoping to get that bought down, doing a 2-1 buy down. Do you think we could be at asking price with that included and that would lock it up? Or do you think we'd need to get creative with purchase price to make that happen?
Yeah, we'd have to. What the 2-1 buy down, what's that going to cost about?
It's about $14,000.
Yeah. And I don't know if you raise the price halfway, half of it, and then just say, hey, here's what we're willing to do. We need the buy down. Who's their lender? So
I ask a very direct question of, this is where we're at. This is what we're needing. Is this something that's going to work? Throughout the rest of the call, we get into lender, pre-approval, terms, things like that I'm not going to share here because it's obviously personal information. But the way he answered that question was a yes. He pretty much said, here's what we would write up, here's what I would submit, and here's the terms that I would offer, and I think I can get the seller to accept. He practically wrote the offer for me, which is phenomenal. Honestly, it was way easier than I thought it would be because of how much interest this property is actually already getting. I had already talked to this agent. I had already figured out somewhat of the situation. This was not the first conversation. And so with that being said, use these 5 tips next time you're submitting offers and talking to a listing agent to have massive success for your clients. And like always, if you need anything, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment of what video you need to level up your real estate business, and I'll see you in the next video.